So I thought that was crazy, man. And then also Ryan Tannehill, he signed his extension with the Titans. So that effectively ended the Tom Brady sweepstakes for Tennessee. Hope that was the right decision. What do you think?
You know how I think.
You would rather have Brady instead of Tannehill?
Well, if I'm the Titans, I don't care what the Titans do. They just tank their franchise for the next 4 years here.
Hey man, they went to the AFC Championship game this year.
It was a lucky one and done for them. That's all.
It wasn't. They won 2 playoff games. How was that a one and done?
Just think of Jacksonville. 3 years ago with Bortles.
But they were just in the playoffs a year ago.
Who?
Tennessee.
9-7, getting lucky. No one's really thinking that they're actually going to win anything. That's all.
Wasn't that year they went to Kansas City on the road and beat them?
Kansas City? What are you talking about? The Mariota year?
Yeah.
And then they went to the Patriots for the divisional. I think.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but they weren't beating the Patriots.
Oh my god! You keep making excuses.
I'm not making excuses. They're not a good team.
But they've been in the playoffs more than we have over the past 3-4 years. They need a quarterback.
If they got Mahomes, or if they honestly they should have. We talked about Jameis.
They just signed their quarterback.
We talked about Jameis last podcast.
They just signed their quarterback.
If they would have got Jameis for $20 million, that would have been a better move.
Why? Who was more productive? In their offense, who was more productive?
We don't know. We don't know.
Tannehill, whose team was better than?
You just overpaid for Tannehill.
Jameis versus Tannehill. Whose team was better?
You just overpaid for Tannehill.
Whose team was better?
Who are you taking though?
Right now?
Yeah.
If I'm Tennessee, I would have took Tannehill.
Over Jameis for like 20 million.
I would have.
Man, okay.
Just because it fits. What are they trying to do? Are they trying to be a pass happy, or are they trying to turn the ball over? Or are they trying to control the clock, make the throws you need to make, and hand the ball to Derrick Henry? And we talked about how Tannehill's passer rating throughout the year once he became the starter was high. We talked about it. That's what you love, right? Pass rating, QBR, and all that stuff. Really. It was there. It was where it needed to be.
Really.
The playoffs gave people the bad. Oh man, he's just riding the coattails. But during the regular season, he was making the throws. Think about this.
Kansas City.
AJ Brown was a 1,000-yard receiver. How does AJ Brown become a 1,000-yard receiver?
Kansas City fell apart, man.
How does AJ Brown become a 1,000-yard receiver?
Derrick Henry.
1,000-yard. Who's throwing the ball? Derrick Henry.
He made some good throws.
So don't hate.
But I don't trust him, man. He's in the same category.
He protects the ball so much more than Jameis Winston. How could you not trust him?
Jameis could come down and win me a game, though.
Or he can throw you a pick six and lose you a game.
Yeah, but if that can get out of control, like we've talked about.
If is a big thing. If Ben comes back healthy, if is a big thing.
Well, I'm projecting. I'm going off. Going off of history,
and you know the difference between projecting. we talk about this. Some people like to go with the proven product. I know Tannehill. Some people like to just hope and wish, sniff the fairy dust. Hey man, this will work.
But it works sometimes too.
And then a lot of times it doesn't though.
50-50.
No, it's probably 70-30.
I don't know, man.
I do.
We need to get, man, I wish I had some way, maybe coming this off season. We have to have some of this stuff like just written down.
Okay.
So we can go back.
Yeah.
I was cold during the season last year.
You're cold a lot of times.
I was cold during the season, but there was
cold a lot of times, bro.
My whole equilibrium was just shaken up.
Why? Because you like to base off of hope and projection. I like to look at the facts and the details.
That's fine.
That's all I'm saying, man.
That's fine. We're different in that way, but so Tannehill, I say bad deal. What do you say about the deal?
I like the deal.
Really?
For the quarterback market? For the quarterback?
Oh, man.
Carson Wentz is getting how much?
I would take Wentz over Tannehill, though.
I'm going Tannehill.
Over Wentz?
In Tennessee?
No. In
Tennessee?
It doesn't matter what team.
Fair enough.
No way.
We all got our opinions, man. He fits what they're trying to accomplish in Tennessee.
How wouldn't Wentz, though? He's just a way better version of Tannehill.
How do you figure? First off, Wentz can't stay healthy.
All right,
Wentz has big winning. When has Wentz done any big winning? You can point to the one season he had?
He's been hurt, man. You're right.
Oh, yeah. That's it. You're right, yeah.
But I've seen...
And for how much is he costing?
I've seen some big moments.
And how much is he making?
Not a lot of talent.
How much is he making?
32.
And you can't say you saw big moments with not a lot of talent around him. The big moments that he had, the big year that he had was when they won the Super Bowl. You don't win the Super Bowl with not a lot of talent around you, so stop it.
Who was his receiver? Who was their top receiver? Jeffrey?
Alshon?
Yeah. Who was it outside of that?
Alshon isn't a talent?
No, he definitely is.
He definitely, and that was a couple of years ago, Alshon.
Zach Ertz. Who's their running back?
At the time, they were using...
Was it a Jai? Was it a combo of
they had
a couple
Jai
players?
And they had LeGarrette.
Dude, I mean... Oh, yeah, I do remember them having Blunt, but Are we really saying that's elite talent?
You said there's no talent.
I'm not saying no. I'm talking about last year. Like at the end of the season where he was balling out with no talent. He was. I don't think there's an argument. Just because
you make these movements and these gyrations doesn't make it correct.
No, it is, because
it doesn't.
He was balling out the second half of last year and got them into the playoffs. They had no. I think their top receiver was that. I don't even know his name actually.
Okay.
Number 84. Cool. I have no clue.
Okay. Top receiver probably would have been Zach Ertz, but that's cool.
No. Wasn't he hurt?
Zach was playing with the broke ribs.
Okay. Yeah, he was hurt.
Were you on the field?
Okay.
Nobody's healthy.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean,
was you on the field?
His team was banged up and it just wasn't good.
Are you done with these excuses?
No,
what's the next excuse you can make, man?
At the end of the day, I'm
taking. You playing in Philly, man. It's too windy out there, man.
I'm taking Wentz over Tannehill all day.
That's cool.
The only thing I'll give you is the injuries. Yeah.
So, what big winning has Carson Wentz had?
What big winning has Tannehill done?
Tannehill just led a team to the AFC Championship game.
Oh my, dude. Wentz has just been hurt, dude. That's all.
So I ask you again, what big winning?
That wasn't Tannehill.
So why did they make the move then if it wasn't Tannehill?
Just because he fit, like you said, he fits their system. It's enough.
No, it can't be both ways. So if he wasn't doing anything, they could have stayed with Mariota, right?
It's enough for them to get by. So why didn't they stay
with Mariota?
It's enough for them to get by. They can get by with Tannehill. They can't get by with Mariota.
To get by?
Dude, look, I would love to call up Vrabel or
I
would love to call up Vrabel or the Titans GM and say, who would you rather have right now? All right, you just signed Tannehill. Would you trade him for Wentz straight up right now?
So you don't think if going by that, they wouldn't have just signed Tom Brady then if that was the case?
I mean, Wentz is definitely a different category than Tom Brady. If you're doing free agency hitting the open market
right now, if you hey, let's call him up. Would I rather have Tannehill, Brady, or Wentz? Who would you rather have out of those three? Now.
All depends on what you're looking for.
No. Right now, who would you rather have? Now, who would you rather have?
For next year.
Who would you rather have?
Next year only?
Who would you rather have?
No. I'm asking. Are we saying next year? For next year?
Stop it.
For next year, Brady.
Exactly why I said Tannehill was perfect for them, man. I'm not tripping.
For next year, Brady. All right, next 4 or 5 years, Wentz.
Say whatever you want to say, man.